Hi, I'm Harrison Held, and we're on the red carpet with Bob Esty, great producer and songwriter.
Yeah.
You're being honored tonight at the Filmmakers Gallery in Long Beach.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
We feel great.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you came in all the way from Los Angeles. You weathered the freeway, and here you are.
She drove.
Your friend Irene drove? Yeah. Great. Awesome. Well, that's good. And you're wearing a shirt from Barbra Streisand's Timeless tour of 2000. That's amazing. Can you talk a bit about the shirt?
Everyone signed the shirt. That was either in the choir or the management.
Irene, join us.
Yes, thank you so much. With my favorite guy. Do you know what? I met him on his birthday 3.5 years ago at French Market, and I'd never met. I mean, he's so legendary that I knew of all the work and the music, but I'd never met a gentleman so kind that was thousands of people, and nice and kind and a smile on his face to everybody. And Bob Esty is truly the gentleman's gentleman. Yeah, and it's just a joy. It's such a joy. Yeah. I'm going to, this year, I'm going to actually redo one of his songs. I'm going to do a music video of it.
Which one?
One that Cher did back in the late 70s, shopping.
Yeah.
So,
shopping.
And because I do funny, and
yes,
yeah,
you're funny.
Yes, and it's going to be really fun to do that, redo that song and make it my own style.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like Bob is giving you the seal of approval too.
Yeah, well, he has. It's really wonderful.
That's great.
Yeah.
So Bob, you work with so many great artists.
Yes.
And also Irene Soderbergh. But you've worked with Cher, Barbra Streisand, Donna Summer. These are phenomenal artists. The biggest of our time.
Springfield.
And Dusty Springfield.
My first record that I wrote, I arranged for her. It's called "I Found Love with You."
Oh yes.
The first song we wrote, Michelle Allen and I wrote.
Amazing.
And then we sang back up. I did the conducting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I met Roy Thomas Baker from England. Great. And we did John Anderson's Christmas album.
Right. Terrific.
With
So tonight we're showing the main event with Barbra Streisand and Ryan O'Neal. That must have been an amazing experience to be part of the film.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna let you go because he's got so much story to tell, and you should focus on Mr. Bob Esty. And I'm gonna go get seated. Now I'm gonna hang, but
okay.
But
All right.
Get your seat.
I'm gonna get my.
Okay.
I got one seat already.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Irene.
Thank you so
Great
much.
to see you again.
Great to see you too. Bye.
Okay. So back to Cher, back to Barbra Streisand, Dusty Springfield, Donna Summer. Okay. Did you do her record?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was
single.
I actually was an intern at Columbia Records in the A&R department around that time.
Okay.
And I played the record.
Yeah.
I had that record at one point. That must have been fun working with Raquel Welch.
Because we wrote it originally for Donna Summer.
Okay.
And the song, and this girl's back in town.
That's right. I remember that.
So, because Donna didn't do it, we had 6 years that nobody was going to do it. When Paul Jabbar did a movie with Raquel.
Which film?
Honky Tonk Freeway.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's one of those films.
Yeah.
It was a job.
Yeah. So he met Raquel, and he wanted her to do the song. I did a demo for her.
Yeah.
In Paul's living room.
That is amazing.
The guide vocal there.
It's so funny because I remember that tune. It's amazing.
So we did it in New York.
Yeah.
With Michael Zager, co-produced it, and I did the arrangement, conducted.
Did Raquel have a deal at Columbia at that point?
I don't know.
Because she had a deal at Columbia. That's amazing. It was in the record area. I remember.
12-inch picture.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
When you see it on the YouTube.
I'm going to look it up. That brings back fun memories because that was like around 1988.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. So of Cher and Donna Summer and Barbra Streisand and Dusty Springfield. I mean, what are your what memories stand out? What's your fondest memory of Donna Summer?
Oh, when I first met her, we were doing, Paul and I were doing Shut Out, a song about discos when you're trapped in the stairway. And he knew Donna because she did the German version of Hair.
Oh, yes.
And Paul did the original version in New York.
It's all who you know.
Yeah. So I met her, and he had a piano, and basically she sat on the bench next to me. I played the thing, and this medley, Shut Out, and Heaven is a Disco.
Amazing.
So it took 12 minutes.
Really? That's it?
I think.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
a great artist and
Yeah.
fast to work with.
When we did the medley, we had the center part was all the titles of the tunes that Paul was going to have on the record. So Donna sang everything.
She was an amazing vocalist. It must have been amazing to be with her as a singer.
She was so funny.
Yeah?
She wanted to go shopping.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
So, rolling over
The
to...
next thing I did with her was Last Dance.
That's amazing.
And I did the conducting, arranged it and conducted, and I wrote the hook and the bridge.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Giorgio Moroder didn't. When it was released, it was 1977 July. It was released in 1978 for the Thank God It's Friday movie. And obviously, Giorgio didn't know that the 12-inch had Giorgio and my name as producers.
Yeah.
He fucked.
Oh, no. Well, that's showbiz, right?
Yeah, but the thing was, when I did Last Dance, Paul Jabbar also didn't credit me for writing the bridge and so I didn't get the Oscar. And Donna didn't.
But you get the People's Oscar.
Yes.
I mean, so many people love your music, and that's
So what
important.
happened? Giorgio went to the session after I did it one day, and he barred me from the vocal. And luckily, I'd already done the full number in a piano with a click with Donna Summer, one take.
Yeah.
And she was, she already knew the song. So she just did two vocals. That's the only thing she ever did.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to come to Munich, and first time, and to do Once Upon a Time. And I did the whole thing. Giorgio did 3 songs. I did the whole double album. Giorgio never came to a session until the mix.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's he up to these days?
Oh, he's doing great. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. No. So
Interesting how these things happen.
I did. So Donna was in Italy doing a show with Paul Jabbar at the time, and I did the guide vocal for the whole album for her because I could sing that way. And basically, she got the cassette in Italy, and Paul Jabbar wanted to come up to Munich. Oh God!
That's amazing. You have such great stories too. It's just amazing. How about Barbra Streisand? What's a fond memory of Barbra Streisand?
Speaking of Paul Jabbar, Bruce Roberts and Paul Jabbar wrote the main event song. It was Rejected.
Rejected from the film?
John Peters.
Really?
Rejected. Yeah. And obviously, because Barbara's son, Jason, he was 14 at the time. He loved what I did with Take Me Home and Last Dance. So he wanted to meet me, and Paul called me and said, "You have to do a disco version of Main Event." And he drove out to Malibu with me 100 degrees.
Yeah?
I was Fiat,
Yeah.
just 2 seats.
Yeah.
Bruce Roberts
Yeah.
and Paul. I was sitting in the back. And I'm, because you can tell by my flesh,
You're a fair-skinned person.
redhead.
You have to avoid the sun.
Yeah. So it took many minutes. I was so sweating.
Yeah.
So I met Barbra for the first time, and John Peters was there. Unfortunately, I already met John Peters
Yeah.
when he was a hairdresser, because he was married to Leslie Ann Warren.
Right, yeah.
And I did Leslie Ann Warren for The Tonight Show.
Uh-huh.
And she was crying when she came out to sing. I thought to myself, why?
Yeah.
So I played the piano and conducted. And basically, because John Peters didn't like the way she looked.
Boy, what's with him?
Because
He's got
he
his
is
own
great,
taste.
not
Yeah.
a great man. Anyway,
Interesting.
so obviously that was, I didn't want to meet him with Barbra at that time.
Right.
But I met him.
Right.
And we did, because I did the disco version, play piano, and Barbra didn't like it. She didn't like the song. And I said, because she said, there's no fight.
Oh, right. Well, that came in
And Paul
later.
Jabbar
Right.
and me wrote a song,
Yeah.
almost,
Yeah.
and I played the thing. Ba, 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 ba. That's the one.
Okay.
So Bruce Roberts, yeah, sat behind me, and Paul was at the leg of the piano, getting a cocktail. So, and I was at the piano.
Yeah.
And basically, when he found out, we wrote a song basically as a joke on the Village People.
Which one?
Fight, fight, fight.
Oh, okay.
Fight for what you want.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's
amazing how things happen.
That song, even though it's not finished yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out.
I love working with her.
Amazing.
And that you're going to hear a recording session
Great.
I did with her.
That's terrific. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and congratulations on being honored tonight. And it's great to meet you.
Yeah.
So many great songs.
Great to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.